And then we have Ethling, who is a new French runner. So we shall see how they fare today. This is a qualifying race, so they are not particularly competing against each other. They're competing for a fast time, which will then be used to assign points, which will then be used to rank them in the bracket.
Well, and I want to say that a lot of the runners we have in this quals are likely on their fourth race. I've seen a lot of these names multiple times at this point.
Yes, I was just trying to think if I could look that up really quick. To see
That's a tough thing to look up. Wait, actually, we can look at the standings page, and that should work. Let me
that should
make
tell
sure.
us.
Yeah, let me switch the chat. There we go.
All right, so we're
So if anyone wants to look, this command should work. Nice. And we kind of glance through that. I think Qualifier 7 is also on there, but I haven't checked. Yeah, so it looks like Songs had 3 races. So this is Song's 4th. Player 5 has only had 2. Same with Storewide. Same with Luke and ATN. And then Etheling, who else is on here? Roko, they both have 1. I don't know if I missed anyone that's on the restream list or on the qualifier list. Harmyon, let me see. Harmyon's also on 4.
All right, so while we're off, after the initial cutscene that we then skip halfway through, the first challenge for runners is to get out of the Shrine of Resurrection without opening the door. And to do that, they will execute a clip out.
Sorry, both Song and Etheling were on paused restream. I didn't notice that was toggled on. They were running, I promise.
Yeah, I've been watching them the whole time.
Yeah, this is the part where man, we're like 2/3 done with the qualifiers.
It's moving pretty quickly. I think one of the things the players wanted was a faster paced tournament. All right, so we have Song, Ethylene, and Noman all out, and look like Roko had a little bit of trouble with the clip there, but he is now out.
Yeah, I'm so excited that we have Song this time because for the last 3 quals, Song has all been in and finished second each time. And it was all off screen the time we get to watch Song.
Let's see.
Dude, and you can already tell, like, Song's mastery of stamina management has him to the camp first.
Yep. The goal here is to get the Boko Spear and the pot lid. Those will be required for the first part of the run here. They make their way over, and then they get Zelda's first TED Talk. Actually, I think Zelda only gives 1 TED Talk in any percent. But they are advised to follow the Sheikah Slate to go to the tower, which they're not going to do at all.
We technically get a TED Talk from Calamity, too. Does that count? You know, he's just roaring once you make it to the castle.
So the first thing here is the players, they are getting skew here outside of Temple of Time. Getting skew at that point does a couple of things. One, it gets them skew for going through the window, and then they get to reuse it again later if they've done it right over at the bomb shrine. They need to get a bow and some arrows so they can do a BLSS, the first speedrunning trick, the major one that they do here in the run to get them over to the bomb shrine.
And it's going well for them so far.
Yeah, everyone's
The
really
reuse
sticking
of
together.
skew has been like a major like plus in why people really like this route. That and being able to use wind bombs early. Because I know, like before BLSS, we tried a lot to do bombs first because it made sense. Wind bombs is like our best way of
But
movement. Why not get the bombs first?
exactly.
But there are no consistent methods of movement to like make it happen until BLSS. Well, I guess consistent and fast.
Now that all the runners are inside bombs, there's a few ways they could go about completing this shrine. One of them is a safe kind of wind bomb that gets them over with the least chance of dying, and then there's gamer wind bomb, which will get them up to the monk but has a higher chance of dying. And then, of course, you could do what I do and just go through it casually. All right, so Noman and Song. Song gets the gamer wind bomb. No one attempted it, but didn't succeed in getting up there.
Nice. I got the audio swap on song right when he got it. Let's go.
Noman, Roko gets it, and Ethling almost gets it.
Ugh, close. That's still a lot faster. As
It
long
did
as it
really,
doesn't die.
yeah, really, it's faster. There was a time when there was actually a BLS through part of the shrine, but I don't really see people doing that anymore.
I actually like seeing that strat. It's quite consistent. And you already kind of get the height. I think I've seen a few people attempt it if they get a wind bomb that only takes them to the first roof part, and then you might as well just glide over.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well.
So it's a really good backup for sure, if nothing else.
If you ever wondered what I look like in real life, just imagine the old man without the beard. That is exactly what I look like in real life.
All right, I'm gonna want to see your lantern and staff.
Oh, I don't have those.
You should get one. That would be cool.
All right, so the old man is now teasing us. Typically, we want to get the paraglider, but he's going to make us do all 4 of the shrines before he gives it to us, and that's him telling us that. Now we see our next BLSS on plateau from bombs to mag. There's that tower, Roman's passing it, that we are not going to get.
We don't need that.
We don't need that. And the skew is no longer good enough anymore, so the runners there redoing their skew here as they go inside Magnesis.
This is still my favorite clip because it looks like you fall through the circle. This is exciting. They're all neck and neck. No huge losses.
Yeah, they're all grouped together. They're all grouped together very nicely. Going through Magnesis, there are several different options that the runners could possibly use. I'm wondering how many of them are going to do the canal wind bomb and how many are not going to. Alright, so Song does the canal. Noman is not going to. He's going to run through. Say hello to Greg there. The canal wind bomb is definitely faster, but it's more dangerous from what I've observed. Now Roko didn't do his from inside the canal, but that failure there is kind of one of the possibilities. He didn't die, but it didn't get him to where he wanted to go. All right, Ethylene playing it safe, going through. And Roko is now going to play it safe and go through. BLSS number 3 for Song, going from Magnesis to Stasis, and we'll see a nice
the door.
wind bomb.
Did you see the door troll Roko though?
I did not.
When you don't pull the
Pull it
door
open enough?
in, Yeah, enough. It was open a little bit. You know, if we could do Siddling like in Wind Waker would be fine.
So basically, like every single run I ever do.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
All right, Song gets the tree wind bomb up to stasis on the first try. Let's see Noman's attempt.
Did Song use the usual tree?
I believe he used the white one.
Yeah, that's the one Noman used. I have only really seen Storewide mention it. I don't know who else commonly uses the backup tree. Just like I guess it's a cedar? I don't know. It's darker.
All right, Deathling is not going to attempt to force his way up the hill through the canyon there in front of the Boko camp. Going to restart the BLSS from the top.
Some people don't want to play tree pinball, which is fair.
All right, there's a couple of options that the runners could do for stasis. Song is going to do the wind bomb to the end.
Ooh, let's go.
Well, some people do play it safe and go ahead and go through the shrine in an almost casual way.
Hey, that was very clean from Song. Song is absolutely gaming. I'm so glad we get to watch Song this time.
Noman going for the wind bomb.
Also gaming. Let's go. We'll see what Roko and Etienne are up to.
Song is gaming. I've watched his runs off screen the past few times, and he's done very well. This boulder launch up above stasis here is can be somewhat tricky, as I understand it, because of the use of the Boko spear, rather than they used to have an axe, I believe.
Yep, Cobb Song has been second. Every other qual, 5, 6, and 7.
Yep.
So this is Song's fourth qual, which is technically all the runners need. It's the ruling is best 3 of your 4.
So Etheling ran through stasis in sort of a casual way. Both Song and Noman are did the BLSS to Cryo. Roko, however, will be doing the BTB. So if you're a fan of BTBs, stay tuned for him to do that in a second.
Did Roko also take the shrine like in a somewhat casual way?
No, he wind bombed through it.
Oh, but did it not work? They kind of finished at the same time. I guess it was just allowed Roko to catch up to Epi then. Because now they're neck and neck. Clean bold air from Roko.
It's been pointed out before that now that we have bombs before Cryo, technically you don't have to use the Cryo rune in order to solve the shrine anymore. But of course, you still have to get it, because if you don't, the monk says, "Yeah, away with you. Go get the thing."
Yeah. Well, and I think that would be one of the biggest, like, if we could just skip the drip, it would save so much
Yes.
time. Not even just getting the rune. We just gotta find a way to skip that animation.
Well, it's also kind of sad because Cryo is not ever used in the 80% run. So if there's a way to just skip getting that rune altogether, that would be the best thing, but of course we can't.
Yeah, the only use case I can see is if you get a weird attack pattern from Water Bite, but
True, yeah.
it. Oh, Copium route.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Also
In
fair.
a perfect world, you would not need you would
You
not
not need the cry rune, yeah.
All right, old man is telling Link, let's go on a date at the Temple of Time because I got to give you a gift. And Song does this interesting thing, which kind of scares me. He looks up during the BLS Temple of Time. And so you really have to know your visual cues to like know where you are. And I don't know why he does that.
It's to reduce lag. But
Yes,
you have to be extremely confident. I'm yeah.
but I don't think I see other runners as doing that, reducing the lag there.
No one's as confident as Song is.
I guess that's the case. All right, Song and Noman have the much needed paraglider, and they are going to be off. Of course, a BLS. Now, the qualifiers are no amiibo, so usually at some point during the 80% route, you'll see them scan amiibo for fish. However, this is no amiibo, and Song is on his way to a spot in Ridgeland that has some
Razor rooms.
razor shrooms. I forget what they're called in English every time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's at least much better than the old way of fighting the trees for the beetles, which sometimes fly away, and then you have to look again.
Now, I never enjoyed that aspect of getting the beetles on the plateau for the attack up food.
Well, it never feels fast because you have to crouch and then sneak up on them. So it's like the whole time you're like running and whistle sprinting, and then for just this one time, well, I guess other than sneaking around moblins and stuff, which that makes sense. But for this tiny beetle, you just gotta like sneak up to it. It's very toxic.
Now, unfortunately, no one is going for IST, which, that would be nice. It would be fun, but I guess we're just going to do it the regular way today.
I don't know if that's an unfortunately yes yet. I think it'd be. I think it'll be cool if we see any in the brackets.
I love IST so much. I love it.
If you're comfortable with it, it's a extremely secure strat. Especially for races. Like coming into Calamity with 2k ancient arrows means you won't die in Calamity. Like it's very highly unlikely that something bad would happen. You're spending most of your time shooting him in the face.
Speaking of shooting things in the face, Song did not get a loaded gate, and so he's in, shot the moblin in the face to steal the weapon, and Noman gets unloaded gate.
So, no one's just gonna sneak behind him.
Oh, not going to shoot him in the face, okay.
You don't have to, technically.
No, but I think doing it that way saves some time because you don't have to be quite so careful with the sneaking. I was very happy when Ancient Arrows came into the 80% route.
Oh yeah, it made it. What was I think the best part about the Ancient Arrows coming in is that people who weren't comfortable with the Calamity fight could opt to grab more arrows, and then they would lose a little bit of time, going to get more arrows, but their fight would go a lot smoother. So it gave a lot more flexibility there.
So if I remember correctly, Etheling is going to run a different route through Castle than the others. The other three do a pretty standard 3 Ancient Arrow out of bound path through Castle, but I believe we're going to see Etheling do a different one that goes through Dining Hall.
Ah,
I think.
a little bit of Plat Antique. Well, I guess it's Castle Antique.
I don't know if it's totally Castle Antique because they do get the Ancient Arrows. Oh, good. Everyone's getting unloaded gate. Yeah, just a reminder.
I'm not saying anything. I have cursed the last qualifiers, man. That was horrible. I feel like it was my fault. I don't know.
Yeah, just a reminder. There are 10 other participants in this particular qualifier running off screen.
We can list them all right now. We've got player 5, Zhao Jiami. I probably butchered the pronunciation. Sorry, Star. Let's see. We've got Tapir, Harmion, Storewide Boss, Jeg, Pyro, ATN, Lukman, and Light Analyses, something like that. And then the Forerunners on screen, of course.
Yeah, player 5 is on phase 2 of Water Blight, looks like. All right, looks like... all right, Noman is starting the boss rush with the Wind Blight skip. Hopefully. Does he get it? Do we? Yes.
I saw one.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see that, not gonna lie. Every time that I see that, the song, a whole lot of shaking going on starts up in my head.
Fair. Alright, Noman's castle movement was very good. This puts him in the on-screen runner's lead. And clean skip from song.
Okay, I'm guessing I had Ethylene mixed up with a different runner. Because
I didn't see Dining Room yet.
Yeah, because he's going the typical route. So I must have gotten him confused with a different runner. Been watching a lot of them lately.
That's fair. I've only seen Ethylene for the nearest. P5 is currently making his way through Blight. Off screen. But still part of the race. So, yeah.
Does Noman get the one cycle for Fire Blight? In phase 2. He's streaming to his alternate.
Is it the player 5?
Yeah, the 5th player.
Oh, okay. I'll call. But which requires accuracy.
Yeah, everyone in the tournament is is streaming to their channel. It's a requirement.
Yeah, that way we've got a VOD to validate the times and so on and so forth. To keep things consistent.
Alright, phase 2 of Water Blight for Roko. Phase 2 Thunder Blight for Noman. Their fights have been very clean so far. Song didn't get the one cycle phase 2 for Fire Blight, but he's on to Thunder Blight now, and Ethylene gets Wind Blight skip. And that's Thunder Blight for Noman.
First one to Kalam on stream.
Excellent execution there of the first part of Ganon for Noman.
Remember, I guess it's kind of back in the day, but Noman did a lot of science on Calamity's like attack patterns. So hopefully we don't see anything odd.
Yes, let's hope that we don't see Ganon go to the wall for anyone.
The worst part is when you have like a tick of damage left and then wall. I think that happened to Waylon. Definitely butchered that pronunciation too. Alright, it's looking pretty clean for Noman.
All right, Noman into the stun lock. If you can just hold it all the way to the end and coast, he'll be through. Roko on to Calamity Ganon. Ah, Song unfortunately got some wall here. Oh,
Don't know if wall will be enough for Roko to take it, but Noman is definitely out.
Okay, so Calamity's. Oh my god. Calamity went to the wall and then did the two of the worst things. So Song has forfeited, unfortunately. But he got the Thunder Blight type attack, and followed by the tornadoes. So it's two of the worst possibilities. But Noman, in the meantime, did make it through, finished the stun lock, and is on to Dark Beast Ganon.
Let's take...
All right, changing over to player 5, who is on Dark Beast. Missed the pre-fire there. And is on to Belly Shot.
There we go. I think the quit is going to stay on there because I was not fast enough, but the first player didn't quit. I can fix that. There's a way to do it.
Oh no, Ethling didn't quite finish off Thunderblight in that last round, and so got hit by the sword, unfortunately. Dying at that point means you have to start over the boss rush from the beginning. And P5 waiting on the eye to open for his last shot. GG to player 5.
Nice.
Ethling restarting and doesn't quite get the full Wind Blight skip, unfortunately. He'll have a little bit of health left. Noman coming up on the final shot. And GG to Noman, finishing second. Off screen, Xiaomi has finished. Xiaomi has finished third.
Oops, that's not what I need to do. All right, let me swap in a bunch of peeps.
Yeah, this is the part where Adian gets really busy, where he starts swapping everyone around as they finish.
It'd be like that.
Ethylene continuing on into second phase of Water Blight. Roko is awaiting the belly shot.
All right, not a bad lineup. Storelide's finishing up. Harmyon is on Calamity, and Pyro looks like on Fireblight. And I'll swap Epi back in for Roko in just a sec.
All right, GG to Roko, finishing 4th. All right, Harmyan is getting a wall.
Be like that. All right.
Just right at the very end of, oh dear. Right at the end of phase 1, went to the wall, got a laser, and unfortunately game over for Harm there. So he will have to restart the boss rush all over again. Store wide on his last shot of Dark Beast. And there it is. GG to Store wide, finishing 5th.
So in the runners, like in the race time room, Nilman says that his no amiibo time is now faster than his amiibo time.
I look forward to retiming that then later so he can submit it and update his no amiibo time on the leaderboards.
All right, GG to store wide.
Yeah.
Oh, find a swap. Oh, I got it.
All right. Pyro is now starting his Calamity battle. Oh, Tapir. Welcome, Tapir, on screen. And phase 2 of Calamity, starting the stun lock. Ethylene already back at Ganon for his second go around.
Yeah, I heard there was a little bit of sadness in Tapir's run. I do not know where it happened, but the
We'll
boss
find
rush had to go again.
we'll find out in the interview. Oh no, Tapir. Tapir
Okay,
has
so
had
the
a little
sadness
bit of
was here
difficulty.
too.
Tapir has had a little difficulty with Calamity Ganon in the last couple of runs. And Pyro taking a death as well.
He cursed the claws again, man.
Yes, absolute respect to all the runners who continue their runs after a death, particularly in Ganon, because you have to start over from the very beginning. It's very difficult mentally, I think, having to redo it over and over again. But that's just the conditions of a race.
Races are always we have I don't well, I think in the early quals we had a lot where there weren't too many, but also not as many runners as these later quals, so
All right, Pyro getting the Wind Blight skip to start over on the Blights. Tapir is heading back in. Oh dear, Ethylene got caught by the slam down for death number 2 on Calamity.
I think it's way more than 2. I
Is it
think
more
it's at
than?
least 5. In quals total. On
Oh, in Qual's fault.
Restream, I think just 2.
Yeah.
But in quals total, I think it's been like a lot.
Harm is now making his way through Thunderblight for the second time. GG to Lucamon for finishing 6th off screen.
The bot should catch up in a sec.
Ah,
Come on, bot. I don't know.
All right, to peer into second
There it is.
phase. Second phase, water blight. Pyro, second phase, fire blight. Harm is back at Calamity. Let's show him who's boss.
How many contestants are still in the race? We've still got 7 in the race. And we've got 6 contestants that have finished. And then 1 DNF. So off stream, there are still 3 more runners.
Yes, everyone, please send your good vibes to our runners. Help them finish. All right, Harm, Calamity, phase 2. Let's go, Harm.
First laser though, so not bad. It should be a spin to win from here.
Pyro is done with Thunderblight.
And Pierre is going to follow up pretty soon. Oh. I think that's still okay. Yeah, just 1 shot.
All right, Harm. Got through.
Let's go. Yeah, Harm does typically use German. I didn't know if Dutch is how to say that. I don't think so. It's like Deutsch with an E?
Yes, German.
Yeah, then in chat they said Dutch, and I'm like, I don't think it's Dutch. Will we see the RNG minute from Harmion? Probably.
Oh dear. Pyro is on 1/4 of a heart. Or is it a half a heart? Can't make it out. Like it's
Oh.
Makes me nervous.
Dude, the Pier is going again. Insane. What a champ.
Absolute machine. Although I could imagine he's very frustrated at this point.
Probably extreme, and that's what makes it like so amazing. Like that's takes a lot of mental.
I don't know how it is for other runners, but when I'm getting frustrated, I start to make more and more mistakes every time, and I try not to spiral to the point that I can't do anything anymore.
Alright, Harmion's heading in on last shot, and we will throw in someone else after that.
All right, Ethylene through Thunderblight again and on to Calamity.
And GG to Harmion, finishing in 7th place.
There it is.
Throw our friend ATN on screen. Looks like they're starting up on the boss rush.
I believe for ATN, this
Bug
is
limit,
just
yes.
yeah, it's bug limit. So this is just their first. They're just now getting there, I believe, for the
Yeah.
first time.
Well, yeah, I think so. The bug ATN is using, as far as I've heard, the more modified version of the bug limit route.
Oh dear.
We'll see what Effie decides to do here. Oh dear, part 2. Let's go, they're still at it. I'm so proud of these runners.
Yeah, it's been great to see them to fight through. Yes, so yes, ATN you'll see is fighting the wind blight.
You don't get to see this often.
Those headshots did a good job. I can't tell if he's using gyros or not. It's kind of looking like for a second that they weren't. That's one of the things that I just can't GG to Pyro for finishing 8th.
Nice.
GG. That's one of the things I can't wrap my head around is using not using gyros. It just I can't imagine
No gyro
doing
game.
that. It would just be so hard for me.
Look, some of us have shaky hands, man. As a gyro is more of a pain than a boon. Yeah.
All right. Etienne is through the water blight on to fire blight.
Just gonna go with this and see what happens. That's fine. So it looks like Jag is finishing up. And then I'll swap in Light as well. They are going through the boss rush. They've had about as rough land beat as it gets as well. Game sound is loud, thank you. I can fix that. I am not listening to it a lot because then I would have to hear my own voice, and that's cringe.
All right, GG to Jeg. All right, Tapir. Tapir, you can do it. Let's go, Tapir.
Come on. Do we have a post for this? Someone think of one quick.
I'm not clever enough. Oh, Etheline, you're there too. You can do it. We believe in you.
I got one. It's horrible.
Is that a light bulb?
It's an ear.
Oh dear.
Light bulb. I can see it. I can see it. It's kind of like bulby.
My eyes are terrible, and it's not large enough for me to see. I'm old, remember? I'm the old man on the plateau.
It's fair. That's fair. Okay, I'm going to swap to light, but I'm going to have to crop him quickly. So just
Okay,
bear with me on this.
Tapir Phase 2. Let's go. Etheling Phase 2. Let's go. Oh, okay, so Tapir gets the wall, and Etheling gets, Oh my god. No. Why did he go to the wall? I don't understand that part of Ganon's RNG-ness.
I don't either.
Yeah, 80, and the ears didn't help. You picked the wrong emote.
I'm sorry. It is already cursed.
Oh my gosh,
He's still
Tapir.
going.
This is the best. Let's go. Oh no, Etheline too didn't get the parry on the.
We cursed it. I'm telling you.
I'm never doing comms again. I'm so sorry. This is my fault.
It's I don't think it's our fault.
I think ADN's gonna crop Light's stream here in just a second.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
So it won't crop for you, I'm sorry. But it crops for everyone else.
Okay, ATN is on Ganon. We have 4 people on Ganon, so lots of good vibes and juju to them to get through.
Yeah, we got some real fighters in these calls.
Oh, ATN is getting instant wall for phase 2. Spear? Oh, good job on that parry. Light also got wall, but took him down. Okay, phase 2 for Light.
Yeah, Light
Phase
is
2 for
also
ATN.
one of our French runners. So we had some really diverse runners these qualifiers, which has been nice.
Nartax is also a French runner in the tournament.
Yeah, Nartax, Kus,
Oh yeah,
Ethi,
yeah.
and I believe I think Flavian is a European francophone, so that kind of counts.
Etheling struggled there to get Fire Blight into phase 2, but did it. That with that slam though, I'm not sure how that's going to affect your ability. I'm not sure how much wiggle room is in the weapon durability routing. Vive la France. I think I said that right.
Yeah. The waiting room in the ZSR Discord should work, Jake. We just go here.
All right, ATN got through. Ganon
Just hop
and
into the waiting room voice channel. It's not worthy. If you DM me and I can figure out what your
oh no, Light
Let me see if I can figure this out.
Light's really struggling in his cam, which you can't see, but he's very much not happy. We'll see if he resumes here. All right, Tapir is going again. All right, Ethylene through Thunderblight on to Ganon again.
Let's go. Light's going again. No, Storewide, I just gave Jack a commentary role, so it really should work. It's like very, very beyond me after this part.
All right, phase 2 for Tapir. Let's go, Tapir. You got this. Spin to win, baby. Spin to win.
Got ATN finishing up.
You turn me right round, baby, right round. And GG to ATN. Ethylene phase 2. Come on, spin to win. All right, Tapir. GG to Tapir getting through.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now just coast on home. Ethylene getting the wall from Ganon. Got some short lasers. Oh, now we're going to get the real laser. And we got the parry. Knocked him off the wall. All right. Back to spin to win. Light is on Fireblight phase 2. Light, Tapir, and Ethling are the last 3 participants still running, so looks like they're hopefully going to both finish up here pretty soon. What just happened? I looked away for a second and Link was falling off his horse.
Hit the tree, maybe?
Maybe that's what it was.
That's a good thing to forget harm.
Yes. Yes, that's a terrible thing to do.
That's like actually Link's horse. Canonically. Link owns a horse, and the horse that spawns in is Link's horse. You can find it out in the wild sometimes, like this one that you use in Calamity.
I like how Dark Beast, when you're fighting him, he like turns his back end away as if he's trying to say, "Don't look at my booty." All right, last shot.
Kind of conscience.
Last shot for Tapir. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna drag in some of our interviewees.
Light is having a little bit of trouble with the Calamity. I think it's a little bit off script. But to be honest, this whole, oh my god.
No way.
Tu l'as blessé. Continue comme ça.
I have never seen that ever. I don't even know what happened.
Uh,
I've literally never seen that. At that moment. Like, we've had some. Don't get me wrong, but it's usually like at this part.
Encore un peu.
all right, Etheline is on the last shot.
C'est l'essence.
This is what we're all asking ourselves, Mudkip.
And GG to Etheline. Good job on making it through. So I'm not sure what happened with Tapir. I saw him going in for the last shot, and I was looking over at the race room waiting for the confirmation of him finishing
He
to
died
come
in
through.
midair.
And
He died in midair right before the
he,
last shot.
yeah, he died in midair. And by the time I looked back, I was like, why isn't it showing up? And I looked back and like, oh.
I don't know. It was like a speck of malice in the air. I have no idea. I didn't even know that Dark Beast could kill you when its last eye was open.
Yeah, we're going to have to investigate the. Yeah, he died in midair because he was up for the shot, and I was looking over to the race room to get confirmation that he had finished, and then it didn't come.
He died to the shield around Dark Beast.
Oh, so he flew too close to the
He
sun.
got a little too close. Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, let me drag in some of our interviewees.
Light made it through the calamity and is on Dark Beast.
Let's
And
go.
Tapir is now staying a safe distance away, hopefully. Yes, thank God. All right, Tapir, that was
Insane.
insane. Such a great effort from Tapir there.
Oops.
All right, welcome in ATN and
Oh,
Storewide.
we got dropped. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hey.
welcome in. Storewide and ATN, how are y'all doing?
Pretty. Yeah, go for it. Go for
No,
it.
it's all right. I thought it went pretty well. I thought it was a success.
Yeah, you did really well. Finished fifth here. It looked like a fairly clean run. I can't do the math well. It's so you had like approximately a 28, 40, 39 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Sub 30, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. I think it was the only thing I can think of was SOR at the start. Castle was really scary on the midair. I almost just glided right over where I needed to land, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I did get Clam Gold.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Let's go.
To be honest, it's been a fairly hectic race.
I think
And
your clam gold cost a lot of runners, man.
I mean, it's just it's been such a chaotic run that I don't really remember much from yours. And it's kind of the same. And from ATN, we caught the end of yours because you run Bug Limit, right?
Yeah, basically because I don't know all of the. I know how to perform all of the extra stuff. I mean many of the ragdoll glitch, the skew clip on some stuff. But I'm so inconsistent. I'm doing it that I forgot. I forgave about grinding the any% classic. But I love watching it. This is one of my favorite run at watching it.
Yes.
As a spectator. So the thing is, actually, the bug limits any% is probably one of the most easiest Zelda runs to learn, and also one of the most easiest to perform. So basically, I just like to play Breath of the Wild when I'm watching other top players playing it. So why do not just participate to the qualifier by doing the run instead and watching the others with my audio on the restream? And that was a crazy good plateau for the 4 that we have on the restream. That was crazy insane to watch.
Oh yeah, they were all neck and neck.
Yeah, it was really, really close. And then right after everyone left plateau, that's when it sort of started to kind of fall apart. But several people commented on getting to actually see someone fight Windblight for a change, so it was kind of refreshing in that sense. It's good to have someone who's doing bug limit in the tournament. I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy category to dive into Breath of the Wild before diving into the 80% in my opinions, because there is absolutely nothing is hard in this cat.
Yes.
Even the Calamity fight is way easier. Especially because of the you can have so many extra things on the route because you're not allowed to use glitches. But yeah, this is kind of cool because recently they had I think this is 1 year ago they had the fall damage cancel, making the plateau way more convenient, especially below to go down to the tower or do other stuff.
Oh right, yes, I forgot. Yeah.
So yeah, it's no more glitch apparently.
Store-wide.
Welcome in Epi as well.
Oh, definitely. Okay, welcome in. Yes. How did your I was gonna say how did your run go, but we watched most of it, and Calamity.
We watched all of it.
The Calamity gave you and Tapir actually such a hard time in this race.
Hey, yes, I had a really great race. I think I did like a PB on Great Plateau, I think.
The plateau was great. You were all very close together. It's just after plateau.
Yeah, I died on Thunderblight, if I remember well, the first time, because I failed to jump on the fourth hit of when you try to break the shield again. And then I started to die again and again on Calamity and all the blight for like 20 minutes, and it was a real pain. But yeah, the start was really good, and I think that's what I should remember. But yeah.
It was truly impressive watching you and Tapir and a couple of other runners you just stuck with it, and it was so great to see that. How are you feeling mentally on your side?
At some point I wanted to stop because I think like the third time I tried again, I was like, okay, it's too much for me, but I was like, okay, it's just a race, just end it. And yeah, that was really hard at this time. It was a really hard time. Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah, but just GG to you for sticking to
finishing.
it. Yeah, it was great to see you stick through it to the end.
Thank you.
Let me drag in some more interviewees.
Oh, there's some more. Okay, good.
These are our last two. Welcome in, Light and Epi, or Light and Luke.
Yeah, welcome in.
Thank you.
So, Lucamon, we didn't see your run on stream. How did it go for you?
It went really well, actually. Had one little mishap at Cryo Shrine. Ended up dying before I could clip in, but I was able to respawn just outside of it.
Right. How did your blights and Calamity go?
Really smooth. Actually, yeah. Just on time with my average splits, so I'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. And Light, welcome in. How are you doing?
Thank you. Great. And you?
Yeah, we're doing. It's been a very interesting race today. We saw that you did take it.
Not for you.
Yeah. It was fun to watch. We did see that you took a death to Calamity, and I could see your stream with your webcam, and you seem pretty upset about that. Normally, we don't get to see the players' reactions to that. So, but did you think about forfeiting there?
I was like at my PB when I entered the Blight fight, and I died to Calamity at the last Stunlock hit.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And then I was so upset. I missed a lot in Blight fight and Calamity fight, and so I keep trying until the fourth attempt, which I succeed in killing Calamity. So yeah, it's a pretty bad run, but I wanted to finish the run, so
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
it's finished.
Yeah, it was a crazy race just across the board, and I want to say it again, just such great GGs to everyone who stuck with it through the end. So it was a lot of fun to watch. How did we didn't see your plateau? How did your plat go?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, my plateau went well for my standard, obviously. My plateau went well. I was plus 38 seconds in paraglider, so it went good. I missed something here and there, but that was great for me, at least.
Yeah, excellent. Well, ADN, do you have anything else?
I think so. I know you wanted to say something to Storewide before I interrupted you and dragged a bunch of interviewers. But I don't know if you remember what that was.
I don't actually.
Should be good. For anyone still here, did you guys have any final thoughts or anything you want to say about the run?
GG's, I don't want to jump the gun, but did everyone finish?
Everyone
Yeah.
except Song. But Song also
Oh,
had
right.
3 second place finishes right before this one. So I feel like Song could like that was okay. You know, he
Yeah,
didn't
didn't really need it.
need to finish. Yeah, so
Okay.
Okay.
there
Yeah,
was definitely a lot. Calamity got a lot of hits on this one.
Yeah. Seems like.
Yeah, Calamity was a real jerk this time, but you all stuck through it, and it was great to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have a question about the points system.
Okay.
So obviously you get more for the quicker you finish, and then they just use that to create the bracket. Yeah.
That's correct,
So
yes.
that's just how seeding will be determined.
Okay.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
seed a little higher, I believe in this bracket setup you get a buy round. So you want to just be seated a little bit higher so you can get that, but if not, you just gotta fight next round and make it through. At this rate of like qualifier entrance, we still need, I think what Harm said was 3 more people to do the 3 qualifiers. But for now, everyone will qualify that has done the qualifiers. Because we were sitting right at like I think 3 over, so it'll just really be about seeding at this point. But we
Cool.
do still have 4 qualifiers left, so who knows? The next one is tomorrow. I believe it's also at 3 p.m. Eastern. Let me double check. Yeah. It's also at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. UTC, and that will be Monday tomorrow. No channel just yet, but I'm assuming it'll be ZSR1. There's no reason for it not to be. And hopefully we will see you guys there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome.
Sounds
GG's,
good.
everyone. Thank you, Jason, for coming, and thank you, ADN, for putting it all together.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you all for the race.
No, thank you for the race.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
the
bringing us
show,
back.
guys. It was awesome to see you fly.
Yeah.
Yep.